Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Rangers Shadows of Almia. On the last episode, the journal that we found in the old Altru Oil building is still being deciphered, so we did some more side quests, and let's go ahead and check up on them now. Not that we couldn't have done that before. We literally could have just been like, screw our patrol, we're gonna go ahead and do the plot. But nope, the plot was not for yesterday or last time. The plot is for this time, where we're gonna learn more about this diary, and perhaps who wrote it, and perhaps even begin our next mission very soon. So we're gonna go ahead and send some words of encouragement to the scientists, because they need it with all their sciencey, magic-y deciphering things that they do, putting the full force of the Union to try to read one journal. It's kind of exciting. Anyway, so Murph's here. Good old Murph. You can rely on him to just add some comedic value to any situation. So we don't disturb the fellows deciphering that diary. Ha! He hiccuped! Comedic value. So yeah, we got it by the fact that it was hiccup in big text. But luckily Neige is just amused by Murph's antics. So that being said, they cover some stuff about the letters on the cover. A certain word, Brighton. Now, you might remember where we've heard that word before. Unfortunately, the game does not remember where we've heard this word before, so we're going to have to tell it where we've heard this word before. Murph does mention, though, that it was in the lobby of Altru building, so somewhere in there was the name Brighton. I'm not going to spoil it, just in case, just so the people, the audience at home, can submit their answers in writing via pigeon mail to me. And if it gets to me by the time you're done watching this video, or by the time you're done the next 2 minutes of me going to show the answer to this video, then you win yourself a prize of 5 half-eaten internet cookies. I don't know what that will do to your computer. Probably unpleasant things. Who knows? So, how do you half-eat a computer cookie anyway? I'm just weird. But anyway, actually, pigeon mail, what am I saying? Clearly it would be Pidgey mail! I'm gonna fight my Staraptor now, and we're gonna pretend this never happened. Also, I should probably stop laughing like that, because I still have a slight bit of, like, the remnants of the cold I had recently. So, in case my voice gets weird, that'll be why. That'll be the why to that answer. Something like that. Anyway, we are back here in the Altru building, where most of the people will be talking the same thing, which kind of leads to something humorous. Once again, by the way, the second floor and up are off limits. But yet over here, this boy is still trying to ask his receptionist lady for a date. You're like 10, which I mean, I suppose it's all up to own a Pokemon or something. But I'm pretty sure the age difference there is a little strange. And that you've been here for about like 2 weeks now, trying to ask this lady out for a date. She's probably not impressed. I'm gonna go forward. No, apparently we can't do that. Can't let you do that, Star Ranger. So you have 2 options here, because if you remember, the Brighton was headed in this area when we were exploring the different portraits here. We have Doyle M. Hall, the first one, and the second one is, well, it's Brighton Hall. Oh, well, that word seems familiar. Yeah, repeat it, I'm not sure exactly. Oh, Brighton, maybe if I had it spelled, I would know if it was the correct answer here. Can you spell that for me, lady? Thank you. Thank you for pointing out that that's exactly the thing that was on the journal. So, yep, it turns out the journal is Brighton. The second owner, or the second president of Altru Inc., the second generation of Altru Inc., I suppose. He was the original writer of the journal, so what is his connection to the Shadow Crystal? Also, I like how the portraits go from happy, like, old man to slightly grumpy man to even more grumpy man. It's just kind of funny. So, the second president of Altru Inc., Brighton Hall, the original owner of that journal. What does he have to do with the Shadow Crystal? What does Altru Inc. have to do with the Shadow Crystal? Well, we're gonna be, the plot's gonna get interesting from here, really soon. Also, do you recognize that music? If you watched the previous playthrough, you should, because this is a first game reference going on right here, just like how Keith went to Fior. It's them! The bad guys from the first game, the Go Rock Quads, although right now there's only 3 of them, interesting. But yeah, the musical bad guys from last time turned good guys are now a band that play around. They made their appearance in Almia. A nice little reference to the first game here. It's actually kind of cool. I think it's really, and they even have like the same music and the same like mannerisms of playing their instruments while they're talking and whatnot. It's pretty awesome. So they've just now embrace their musical routes. The Go Rock Quads! The Go Rock Quads! The Go Rock Quads. So, yeah, they're doing a little bit of a rehearsal here. Apparently they're here to perform for Almia Tower's grand opening here. So, but why is there only 3 of them? We'll learn more about that in a sec. Are they gonna do their little musical thing? 4 instead of 3. Well, unfortunately, they kind of have 3 right now, so there we go. They still do their little music-y things. I like the Go Rock Quads. I think they're an interesting bunch, even though the one in the middle definitely still looks extremely evil. So a 4-piece band, but unfortunately they're missing a person. Where has Clyde gone off to? He's soul searching because he's apparently he's upset the lyrics that Altru sent for the song. Why they upset him, and why does he not want to sing them? Not quite sure, but there was apparently some strife going in the band here. Just kind of a little thing to keep in mind for the future, I guess. The Go Rock Quad's appearance. It's not the most important thing, but they're busy speculating about what they should do about their missing member. But well, we're okay for now. So Keith obviously heard rumors about him because he was back in Fiora for a while. I mean, I imagine the Ranger bases will be talking quite a bit. Also, this does confirm that this game comes after the first one. So, kind of cool how that works. So, Go Rock Trip? Huh? What's going on? So, if you just talk to them, they kind of say the same things that they did before about, oh, we're going to be the Go Rock Trio, and he has some soul searching to do, he doesn't like the lyrics, and blah, 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 blah. We've seen this before. And there's plenty of times, so they pretty much say the same things that they did before. Oh, RPG text. You just kind of have people say the same things over and over again. Also, apparently they moved to Peel Town just for the band. I don't know about you, but you probably shouldn't move to a town just to follow a band. That's a little strange, I suppose. So, yeah, apparently the Altru president wrote that song, but they don't approve of it for some reason. So, just lots of mysteries surrounding Altru these days. It's rather interesting. So, got ourselves a nice little Staraptor here. We're gonna go ahead and catch it. And we'll go ahead and fly back to the Ranger Union and report that our findings here. And then we'll have a little bit of things to do before we'll have a bit of plot to finally take care of. So, exciting, exciting. So let's go ahead, ride the Staraptor out into the wild blue yonder to the Ranger Union, where we're going to go ahead and turn in our findings and, like I said, plot. Basically, I mean, what is there to talk about right now? I basically said we'll turn in our findings and there'll be plot, and then, like, I'm just kind of waiting for a Staraptor to show up. Good job, Staraptor. You take forever with your animations. Anyways, like I said, turn in our findings. We now know that the journal was written by Brighton Hall. So, valuable information for them to know, and we'll start to unlock some of the mysteries of these shadow crystals and everything else quite soon. So, how did you not know this? How did no one, by the way, how did no one know this? He's an owner of a famous company. How would you not remember his name? It seems like that would be the first thing that comes to mind. Okay, to be fair, I mean, you don't really know the CEO. I mean, who really keeps track of CEO names too much? Not everyone, but the Professor Hastings, famous, big name scientist. For God's sake, they have to have some sort of Google. They could have just been like, Google, what's Brighton? And it would have been like, Brighton is this. And then they would have been like, oh, cool, but nope, apparently Rangers are now the form of Google in this universe. Wonderful. So, it's about 30 years old. They were apparently an oil company back then. He was concerned. He was trying to find a way for lasting energy for Almia. And he found it in the shadow crystal, basically, that we found. So they responded to it, a bunch of energy, trying to basically solve Almia's energy crisis using this. So, apparently Brighton was trying to use the shadow crystal for good. So, how things changed from there, how everything went from there, who knows? But apparently his son he was kind of a bad daddy, I guess, because didn't really pay much attention to his son, apparently. So, unfortunately, that's all we really know about the diary for now. So, the shadow crystal and Altru, there is a connection of some sort. And then Murph makes a new connection. He goes to the closest, and all of a sudden he's feeling blue. If he was green, he would die. Anyway, so he's shining blue because Murph looks pretty. Now kiss. Anyway, so he has a pendant Murph, what are you hiding in your chest? Oh, it's just my Iron Man fake heart thing. I'm actually Iron Man. Oh, Murph. So yeah, he has a pendant that's reacting strangely to the Shadow Crystal. And in fact, it's the pendant is actually dropping the power of the Dark Shard. So one little crystal shard apparently is enough to negate a good portion of the evil powers of this. Could we finally have a solution, a weapon of sorts to fight back against the dark powers of the Shadow Crystal? Well, this is something worth investigating. It's a souvenir from Hia Valley. So we're gonna go meet Murph's family apparently. This is actually kind of exciting. So made from a strange blue stone that's found out there. I think this calls for a mission, if I say so myself, and indeed, it does! Let's go find out exactly what this blue stone that Murph has is. It's time to go to Hia Valley and gather information about this so-called Tears of Princes, which, by the way, this is the part of the game where that story from that one side quest about the king and his princes, that one side quest where we had to go talk to Brooke's mother, you should keep that story in mind about, you know, the king and his jealous sons, and you know how they basically the whole lore and the mystery behind ancient Almia is going to start coming into play now. So interesting. The game gets really interesting around this point, I think. So this is definitely a really huge mission. So this is maximum serious business here. You thought the cargo ship and the whole Boyland thing was serious? Nope. Well, that was pretty serious. But this is the next humongous mission. So get ready. Chairperson never puts it perfectly. It was just a milk run before. This is as serious as can get. We're about to embark on a really important mission. So yeah, we heard about the whole I'm gonna have icicles on my nose. Thank you, Professor Hastings. You're hasty as always. Get it? That's why they picked your name. Anyway, so as they mentioned, Floatzel will now be around. They'll allow us to travel on rivers, which is how we get to Hia Valley from here. There's actually a river we can take. If you remember correctly from way back, there's also a river you can take in Vienne Forest to head to a new area. Now, for the sake of the plot, I think it'll be paced out better if I continue the plot now. But eventually, when I have some free time in the video, I am gonna hey, you're here, mister. That's not how interviews work. Sorry, but no. Anyway, eventually at some point, I'm going to try to fit in. There's basically a little hidden area we can get to in the Vienne Forest now using a Floatzel. So I will try to show that off at some point, but not right now. Right now I'm going to try to get through this quick section coming up here. We have a really quick tunnel that we have to get through for the plot, so I'm going to try to take care of that now. And if there's any extra, if there's ever a time where there's just kind of a little bit of extra time left over, like if it's a shorter episode, I might quickly show off that hidden area. Else, I'll take care of it when we take care of the side quest after this section of the game, but I don't want to, like, start this plot and then immediately jump over into even more side questy stuff. We've had enough side questy stuff right now, and it's just for adding things to our browser for now. There's nothing important we need there. So I will show off the river in Vienne Forest at some other time. So, also, I'm not sure when exactly this unlocks, but first of all, you use this to get a ride on a Floatzel. But there's actually an area down here. If you look on the map, there is actually a place you can access. It's not blocked off permanently. And this will actually head to the hidden area in the forest as well, if I remember correctly. So, not sure exactly when that unlocks, but when it does, we can go ahead and explore that area as well. So we will do that in that. So for now, we're gonna go ahead, head up this way, and you find a little secret fishing spot. It's a great fishing spot, except that there's no fish. Then why are you fishing here? You're weird. Oh hey, you're a guy too. So Crysta Cave, we're gonna quickly go ahead and take care of our adventures to Hia Valley, and then in the next episode we'll handle Hia Valley itself and see what we can learn about the Tears of Princes. So there's quite a few new Pokemon we can catch in this cave though, as you can imagine, being a new cave and whatnot. We're gonna head over here first. It's a bit of a side area that doesn't have anything we really need except for a couple new Pokemon, such as a Golbat and a Jigglypuff and another Floatzel for us to get to travel further. We're gonna be using quite a few Floatzel to navigate this cave, you can imagine. So watch out for the Floatzel though, because it does spit out some bubbles like this. And it is a fairly quick Pokemon. Not the quickest in the world, but quick enough. So do keep that in mind. And we'll go ahead and catch it and go from there. So also we're getting fairly close to a new level. We might get one in this video, I'm hoping. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Crysta Cave, pretty quick. I think we can take care of it in like 10 minutes or so, and that'll work out for a decent. And then that'll space the stuff we need to take care of next time out pretty nicely as well, I think. So, although if I do have extra time left over next time, which I'm not expecting to, but if I do, I will actually go ahead and show off that hidden area then. I'm not expecting to though. I think things will be paced better if I just wait to show it off later. Don't want to have like a 35-minute video just because I want to go check out some random side area, you know, kind of silly. Also, we do have those new Pokemon assists that we got last time that we haven't shown off yet, so I will actually show off Pokemon Assist Ice in this video, so I will actually go through the details of it now. Pokemon Assist Dragon isn't going to happen for quite a little bit more time, so we'll deal with the Dragon Pokemon Assist when that becomes more important. Otherwise, Jigglypuff, just watch out for its songs. Just sort of maneuver your style around the notes and you will be A-okay eventually. So, get ourselves another S rank and a good 200 experience almost. So, pretty solid. And from here, we just take our Floatzel ride once more and head there. So I think Jigglypuff has Tackle, Golbat has Cut. Neither of them are something we really need to use right now, unfortunately. So, all that's left to do is head to the other exit of this area. Basically, any dock you can do. There's nothing like behind this waterfall or anything. The places you need to go are fairly easy to see, I guess. So we can head up here into this part of the cave, where we'll actually catch ourselves a Camerupt. So just randomly a Camerupt in this cave. Sure thing, but be careful for this one because it does actually hurt quite a bit if it does hit you. So be careful, charge everything. It has a lot of health. It's actually a fairly difficult capture to make, so do be careful, because it will shoot fire all sorts of everywhere. I'm very quickly losing progress on this, but I don't care, because it's not worth taking the risk of damage there. Okay, so let's... No! Okay, you know what? Normal circles for... Yeah, see, 7 damage a pop. Definitely want to be careful. Don't forget, though, I do now have the recovery ability, though, so I can actually recover... Oh, careful. Fire every... Dang! Camerupt is a tricky one to capture. It's definitely a tricky one to capture. Especially when it kind of is around those players and it makes it really hard to actually attain the circle. Luckily, it doesn't drain very fast, so you can generally accrue the damage on it and eventually work out. Also, as you can see, I actually gained, now that I have the recovery power, I gain 1 energy back for doing that. That being said, this guy's going to bring me extremely close to leveling up. Also, he is a source of burn 3. So if we ever need a source of burn 3, we now will have one. And then actually, if I remember correctly, we are going to need a source of burn 3 pretty soon. I think I'm going to need a Floatzel, so I guess I'll go ahead and capture this one anyway. So, hello Floatzel, how's it going? But yeah, after this, hopefully I'll remember to quickly go show off the Ice Assist, because we are about to start getting Ice Assist. I mean, we are going to Ahia Valley, the cold area of the game. You can imagine there's going to be quite a few ice-based Pokemon, water-based Pokemon in this new area, so... You're being annoying, Floatzel. I'm sorry, but no. I mean, I don't really need to try so hard to get these charge capture ones, really. But it's nice to have the extra experience, so... It does add up, you know, like I've said. So, not quite enough to level up, but 1 or 2 more things will do it. Alright, we don't need Beedrill, we don't need Gold... Actually, I guess Beedrill is the same thing as Golbat. We'll keep 1 and just... Actually, we have a Crush 3 with Muck. So, no... We don't really need to do this. If we never need a Crush 3, we can go get a Vespiquen. We've discussed this last time. So be careful with the Golbats. If they see you, they will try to chase you. They are fairly quick, so avoid them as best you can. And I'm not going to forget right now that we're going to go to the glossary and show off Pokemon Assist Ice. You know what? While we're here, we may as well do Pokemon Assist Dragon as well. So I can just go to the very bottom, actually. Can't I not? Can I not? Or just... Yeah, there we go. So Pokemon Assist Ice throws a snowball. You basically forms a snowball with the capture disc, and you can basically flick it to freeze Pokemon and stop them, which is very strong. I think the ice move is actually really strong just because of the status effect it gives. It'll paralyze them, basically, make them unable to do anything, and make them really easy to capture from there. So it's a very strong... Anything that can cause that status effect is really good. So also, it's big, and it'll also stop them longer if you make a big snowball. So if you're fighting something really tough, use that thing, it'll come out really handy. So it's really good against grass, ground, dragon, and flying, but really bad against fire, water, ice, and steel. Which is why they're showing it against a steel Pokemon right now. Go game! Very good. And then Pokemon says Dragon, we're not going to see it until the next few episodes are over, but we'll just go ahead and get it out of the way now. Basically, it drops, you place this thing down, and it drops a meteor in that area after a few seconds, which will deal massive damage, and make them tired, which is not really the best stats effect, but as you can see, it's a pretty big area. The thing is, you have to preempt where a Pokemon's going to be. And Pokemon movement in this game is really kind of random, so it's really hard to necessarily tell exactly where one of these meteors are going to land. So it's not the easiest thing then, it's not good against anything else either. So in terms of Pokemon assists, I'm not really the biggest fan of Dragon, but it's there if you ever want to use it. It's just not really my sort of thing, I guess. As you can see, there's kind of sections here where I can run into Golbats and have to capture them. Okay, Golbat, whatever you say. Don't. I did 2 of them. Alright, well, Golbat's annoying, but we're gonna encounter like 50 million of them in this episode, so at least the range on that isn't that high, so you can kind of work around it and they're not too hard to capture. It's just hard when there's multiple ones of them, because they move quickly enough where having to catch multiple of them are going to be a little bit annoying. Also, I didn't get a charge capture there, really? I guess I wasn't paying attention. Either way, we got ourselves a Spheal! I love Spheal, they're adorable. They're so Sphealy. They're basically spears. That's the joke. They're spear seals, so they're called Spheals. It's kind of adorable. Come on, charge up. There we go. Sometimes I mess up and being out of charge, but it'll shoot out little ice things. That's the general ice move, is causing an ice crystal formation like that, so that's a thing. But it'll be our first source of Pokemon Assist Ice. That being said, there is a point where I actually want to show off the assist, and it'll happen at the end of this video, basically. So, because having that assist will be helpful for one certain fight that we'll have to do very shortly, and I will deal with it then. So obviously we can jump down and take care of all these things if we... Ow! Rude! Maximum rude. But that's okay. Watch over the Swinubs. They can tackle you, as you can see, and be rude. There'll also be another source of ice, though. They'll also use Ice Breath, so be careful not to get your thing frozen. Come on, there we go. For some reason I have... Ooh, wow! 6 damage for just such a tiny little thing. These things aren't messing around. You gotta start being really careful here. You'll start taking damage like an idiot like I am right now. But that's okay. I'll get around it. We'll move forward. All will be well. So, Swinub, add to the browser. All nice and handy. But we'll go ahead and get rid of, I guess, these 3. I'll keep an Ice Assist just in case for some reason I ever want to use an Ice Assist. But I think I'll be able to catch a better Pokemon before this is everything's said and done. I think it's actually right down here. Yep, a Sealeo. So that's a great source of Ice Assist, obviously. Evolved Pokemon always have longer assists and better assists, so... Also, it claps his little seal things together. Oh, how cute. So, it does pretty big Ice Breath, so be careful about that, but it's otherwise a pretty easy capture. Just watch out for his major attack, and you can take care of it quite quickly. So, it's a source of 2 Crush, but more importantly, it's a source of Pokemon Assist Ice we can show off, and we will be doing that very soon, like I said. Otherwise, there's not much left of this cave. We can kind of, you want to head to the right here? Ooh, well, I got myself another Floatzel, apparently. Which is fine, I'm gonna need 2 of them anyway. And we can quickly capture a certain Pokemon that we're going to need. And actually, it's gonna end up being another Pokemon that we're going to be using for a very long period of time. So, kind of funny how that works. But, oop, come on, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, I just want to capture you. There we go. It's gonna be one of those Pokemon where I have to hold onto for pretty much the next dungeon-ish area, because we'll have quests, I think, right after that, but we'll have a quest eventually where we have to turn that in. So we're gonna keep it. It's gonna be one of those things where we keep it in our inventory for a while. In terms of the things I have right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Swinub, because that makes the most sense to get rid of. Everything else I'm going to... having a good source of burn will be nice, and so on and so forth. So for now, we have another dock here. This is not a dock we've used yet, so we can use one of our Floatzels here. Yeah, I know. It's a Floatzel, by the way, or an Empoleon. As you can see, you have a River Float 1, which pretty much tells you that Empoleon will be River Flow 2. Ironically, we're actually going to see that River Flow 2 quite soon, but not now, unfortunately. So we'll do that soon. But here we go. Just one more cave that we need to take care of, and then actually, once we head up from there, we'll be really close to the, once we head up from the area before, we'll be really close to the end of the cave already. It's a really short cave. But we'll get ourselves a wild Chingling. This Chingling, like I said, is a Pokemon that we're going to actually need to have in our inventory eventually for a side quest in the future. So we are going to do what we did for Muck and Cherrim and keep it around for quite some time. Ooh, it's shooting balls everywhere. Okay. You do that. Chingling, can you stop with the music? I need a capture. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, not quite. One more chance to get a charge capture here. There we go. That's how you do it. So, with that, we have ourselves a Chingling. It's a source of teleport, so we'll have a teleport on hand if for some reason we get into some sort of sticky wicket and need to teleport out for some reason, but generally you're not gonna— No! I don't need another Floatzel. I don't need another Floatzel at all. So, whatever, I'll catch it anyway for experience because I don't like running away from battles, but no. I don't need you, Floatzel, you're rude. So, that takes care of that, and from here we should be able to head just pretty much to the end of the cave. Which is good, because right now the video is actually significantly longer than I thought it would be. I was actually expecting to get more things done in this video than just this. This game sometimes takes a lot longer than I think, especially when plot is involved. Really long sections of plot. That's okay. So, we'll head over here in our Floatzel, and all we need to do from there is head up. I mean, the way you get out of this area is a little bit tricky. You have to head over here, head up from this way, head down this way, and you can jump from here and almost land right on that Pikachu. I thought for a second they were going to land on the Pikachu, but we didn't jump nearly as far as I thought we would. From there, we just need to head up into this part of the cave, and we'll be pretty much at the exit. Like I said, very short cave. All we're going to need to do to start with, though, is head over here and deal with some Team Dim Sum, because you didn't think we were going to go to Hia Valley and be uninterrupted by the antagonists of this game. No! They have a presence in Hia Valley as well, and we're going to have to take care of them as well. So, oh, we're very weak in the appearance. Oh, you're one of those role players, aren't you? I see how it is. Yeah, we'll roleplay this. It's a bunch of Golbat. But this is where we're gonna go ahead and show off our ice assists, because I think they might even be flying. Are they flying? They are flying. Our assist is strong against them. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and show this off so we can make big snowballs as we circle around if we wanted to. But generally the best thing is just kind of flick the snowballs like this and just kind of... It doesn't freeze them for long, but it'll let you get some stats. I mean, the thing is you can't use a charge capture when you're using assists really, so it's kind of a little bit awkward, but you can get some decent damage in by just flicking them. Maybe get a big snowball going here so I can flick it at them, or just dodge it completely. Here, get something, yeah. Ice assist is nice, but unfortunately if you use some small snowballs, you can see even when it's super effective, it doesn't last significantly long, so it's good for racking up a little bit of damage necessarily, but it's really good for a single Pokemon, because you can freeze it for a long time by charging it. When you have multiple Pokemon like this, it doesn't really help at all. Oh, this is charged, okay. I didn't think it was charged. Now I just do the usual thing where you have to capture 3 Pokemon at the same time with one styler, which is really annoying. There we go. Didn't kind of stop the bleeding. I gotta stop the bleeding a little bit. Get a chance to charge. Hope that they stay together decently. Get a little bit more damage on here. Charge up again. Get some more damage on. Oh, there we go. That wasn't actually too bad. Multiple captures while you're trying to do a charge capture can be really, really tough, but gets you extra 50 experience for doing that. That was an S rank. That's 673 experience. Not too shabby. So that will take care of this guy's Giga Remo, or Mini Remo, and he'll start feeling like an idiot. You're still one of those role players, aren't you? You're doing it wrong, sir. You're doing it wrong. So all we need to do to exit here is use our Camerupt that we got for its ability to burn the ice. So that's why the Camerupt is there in the first place. You need it for its burn, essentially. So, I mean, come on. In an ice area, did you really expect not to have to use a burn at some point? Just kind of makes sense. But what's on the other end of this tunnel? What's Hia Valley like? That's something we're going to find out in the next episode, guys, because there's a save point right here, and I intend to use it. So in the next episode, we explore Hia Valley, and we see what we can learn about these mysterious tier of princes, and see where things go from there. So this is LuckySevenDX signing out. See you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.